Today's gonna be a movie review, and today I'll be reviewing Darkness Falls, and it came out in 2003. Let me look at the exact date here. So January 24th, 2003. So it's a horror mystery movie, and I have seen this recently. Um, Trying to think. It was actually free on YouTube with ads, but now I'm gonna read you the plot of this movie because now the plot sounds good, but until you watch it, then you're it's like either you may like it and you may like to where it's going, or you may not and just be like, what? Okay, so it says here, in Maine, the residents of Darkness Falls are well aware of the legend of Matilda Dixon, an old woman who was tragically murdered by a mob in the 1800s because the townspeople thought she was killing children. Now Darkness Falls has to contend with Matilda's supernatural wrath. Childhood friends Kyle and Caitlin return home to uncover the truth behind the legend after Caitlin's little brother has recurring nightmares about Matilda. Now, now of course, this just sounds like a good scary movie. It does. But now I remember when I was reading the plot and even reading it to you guys so you can have an idea of what the movie's about. Now, now of course it doesn't say exactly of certain details, but the thing is, because this is what I was thinking, I thought, okay, so this vengeful spirit of Matilda, she, like, somehow she comes back and I thought, okay, she's gonna do something horrible. But so yeah, somehow I just got this. I was imagining something different of what would happen and everything. But okay, so when I was watching it, and right at the beginning, you hear the narrator, which was talking about what happened and how, talking about Matilda at that time when she was alive. And he was saying something like that, now this is something I did not expect, but as he's telling this story about what happened in the 1800s, that's, he said something that the children adored Matilda because she would give them a coin after they lose a tooth, and then at first I was like, oh, okay, that's nice. And then, as he's telling the rest of the story, that something had happened. I think that her house had went on fire, and that her face was badly burned, and I think her face was looked, disfigured from the fire. That she had to wear, and that she couldn't be out in the sun because it would hurt her face, and so she would have to wear like a porcelain mask to cover her face. And so that after this had happened to her, that something happened where two children went missing, and then everyone in town suspected that she possibly kidnapped them and killed them. And so they they killed her. And so when they killed her, she said her last words to the townspeople. It was like she had put a curse on them because she said something. And so just after she cursed them, of course they hanged her, and she died. And after they killed her, Then at some point, I'm not sure how long ago, or I'm not sure just when this happened. I don't know if it was hours or a day later, but the two children that went missing, they were found. Like all of a sudden, they just somehow showed up, and they were fine. They were alive, and so yeah, I don't know if they somehow mysteriously disappeared or what. I don't know. But they believe that she has something to do with it, and whether she actually did or not, but yeah, that's what happened. So, I think the townspeople gave her the name the Tooth Fairy because the fact that when a child would lose their tooth, then she would give them a coin. So, hearing this that they gave her the nickname the Tooth Fairy because of that, I was just like, uh, what? Tooth Fairy? I mean, to be honest, it just doesn't sound scary. It doesn't. It just, I mean, it might sound scary, I mean, in one way, but, this just didn't sound scary. And so, somehow I thought, okay, I don't know what else is gonna happen, so I thought, okay, I'm gonna continue watching. So as I'm watching, I gotta admit there are some parts that were scary, and I would say there was this one scene. There was this very intense elevator scene that was scary and intense, but that's the only thing. But so yeah, so with these childhood friends, um, who returned home, and since Caitlin, her little brother, was having recurring nightmares about Matilda, it's like, that's just scary in itself. But of course, now I think she's going after him because he's about to lose a tooth. And I think after he loses a tooth, I don't think she gives him a coin, but I think takes him away. Um, so, so yeah, that is scary. But I don't know, just the fact that they gave her this nickname of the Tooth Fairy just doesn't sound scary. And plus, even with how the story was going, I felt like this story could have been done um, better, to be honest. And and I think the whole thing of the tooth fairy thing of that, I don't think that could have been. I don't know. To me, it just didn't seem like it quite fit into the movie. But I think if it was a different nickname for her, then I think it would have. But again, I think even with how the story went, and and these other scenes that were scary, that were happening, I feel like I feel like this movie could have been a little bit more scary. Could have been a little bit more intense. Because honestly, as I was watching this, I okay, there are certain parts where I felt a little scared, but I just didn't feel scared enough. I know that might sound strange, but it's true. I just felt like I didn't feel that scared, and Matilda of this vengeful spirit just didn't really scare me in the way that I think that most villains are supposed to make you scared, and yet she didn't. So yeah, like I said, there are some things I think that were good, but I think the story itself could have done better. And I would say the cast is good, although even I think with the performances could have been, I would say, maybe just a little bit more convincing, just to show just how scared they are, and just showing like, okay, this is what they need to do, and um, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like it needs more. It needs just a little bit more build up, like with like to be more terrifying and intense. Because, like I said, honestly, I imagined something else in my head, so it's like I was picturing a different movie. So when I was seeing this movie, it's not how I thought it would be, because I only imagine the movie the way I imagine it because of what it says in the plot, because it gives you a different picture. You know what I mean? And yeah, it just gave me this different picture of this other movie, and yet, and so watching it, it did not have that. It did not give me like, oh yeah, this is what it's about, and so yeah. Yeah, like I said, other than that, like I said, so there are some things I do like. I do like the cast. I do like some of the performances, and I thought the music was good. But overall, I felt like this story, I believe, could have been done better, and could have been more terrifying, could have been more intense. And I think instead of going with the tooth fairy concept of it, I think it would have been more terrifying if it wasn't that, and if it had been just something else completely. To make her maybe more terrifying, and just to make it, just more of this, really scary movie. So, yeah, that's what I believe, and I think this just could have done better. And another thing, too, what doesn't make sense is that the town is is named Darkness Falls. I mean, okay. I mean, it sounds kind of scary, but I think the town's name, uh, the name of the town should have been something else, but just the title of the movie, Darkness Falls, I think that does sound scary, because it sounds like it just really sounds like darkness falls, like around you, and that you don't know what's in there. You don't know what's in the dark because it's lurking, and it sees you. Like whatever's in there sees you, but you can't see it. So to me, that sounds really terrifying. So yeah, I just think that the name of the town should at least been something else, honestly. But yeah, like I said, so after watching this the first time, like I said, it just did not really, I don't know, I feel like I was not really that into it with the movie. And like I said, there's just some things here and there I didn't like, but I feel like, okay, this could have done better. It could have, and this could have been more terrifying, more intense, and even especially without the concept of the whole tooth fairy thing. Because I feel like that could be its own movie, because I feel like this did not fit with that. I feel like they were trying to make it fit for this movie with the whole Matilda, the vengeful tooth fairy spirit. Like I said, yeah, it just doesn't really sound terrifying. It just sounds like, okay, what are you trying to do? Like, what are you trying to make out of this movie? Because it seems like that part itself does not make sense within this movie. So it just doesn't. But again, like I said, this really could have done, I would say, a whole lot better. This could have been more intense, more terrifying. It could have, but it did not turn out that way. So, um, so anyway, that is my review for Darkness Falls. No, for anyone who has liked the movie, I mean, hey, that's fine. That's okay. And if you do, and if you like it for what it is, then that's okay. You know, um, yeah, that's fine. Um, but yeah, I just did not like it. I think I would have liked it if it had turned out a little bit more, not a little bit, but I think a lot more different. Um, yeah, yep, that's all I gotta say. So, to rate it, mm, I would give it a C. Um, and I would actually give it 2 stars. Let's see, I would give it, oh gosh, I'm not sure. I would say, uh, uh, maybe 3.7 out of 10, and give it like a 47%. So that's it. Oh, and I just want to say this too because now of course now I just want to say this because on this channel I don't think I can review every single movie on here because there are a lot and a lot of movies, so that would take a lot to record, to review every single movie. So let's just say I'll only review movies that I would actually want to review, whether it's a movie I like, or even I don't like, or even a movie that I love and it's my favorite. Then yes, there are just certain movies I will review. But I think if you want to see my other reviews, I will do that mostly on my Letterboxd account. So if you want to follow me on there and see my reviews on there. Now I reviewed some movies on there, but I haven't done that recently, but I'm gonna start doing that more often. Um, but yes. So yes, as I review a lot more movies on my Letterboxd account, but at the same time, there are just certain movies that if I want to review to do a video, then I will. And just to let you know that, um, yeah, just certain ones that I feel like if I really want to review it, like I said, even if it's a movie I don't like, or I really do like, or even a movie that I just love and it's my favorite, then of course I will review those certain movies that I would want to review. Even if it's like movies are either new or older, either way, um, like you'll get a mix of both. Uh, I think another thing I want to say here is that even with my reactions, now with my reaction videos, of course, they're still gonna be how it is now. Um, Now, of course, as you see, that I do react to both something new, like a new movie, or um, not so new, even if it's older. But just want to say that, of course, I'm still gonna react to movie trailers, although I haven't reacted to any older movie trailers. So if you want to see that, let me know, because I think I would want to do that. And another thing I know that I have not done before, which seems, I think it's something I think I would do, but I'm not sure. Because now, I don't mind if I react to something that's scary, and then you see my reaction of how scared I am. Because, of course, if I'm reacting to something scary, I will be scared. Okay, hang on. And again, this is tea. But yeah, for those who don't know, as much as I do love coffee, I love tea too. Okay, but yes, okay, where was I? So anyway, like that, even though I don't mind reacting to something scary, but at the same time, I want to react to other different scenes too, not just something that's scary, which I don't mind at all. But I also would love to react to other scenes as well, like maybe if it's something sad, and if I get teary eyed, then I'll get teary eyed. Or if it's something funny, I'll be able to laugh. Or if it's something happy and cheerful, then you're gonna see me smiling. Or well, let's see what else. Or just any other kind of scene. Or let's say if it's something maybe I may not expect, and if I'm feeling either disgusted or disturbed, then of course you'll see that. Another thing I'm thinking is that I never done this before, but I know this might be something, I don't know, maybe a little risky to do, but I feel like, hey, like, I feel like if I want to, I could, but I feel like, because I never done this. The one thing I never done before is that I never reacted to like a very um, passionate, very steamy makeout scene, or therefore even a sex scene. I mean, I'm just putting it out there, and I'm just saying. So I'm just saying, if you want to see that as well, where I react to a very steamy makeout scene, then let me know. Cause honestly, uh, I think that would be interesting to react to something like that. Cause I've never done that before. So yes. And yeah, I want to say this too because I feel like no matter what scene I'm reacting to, so it's like whatever emotion I might be feeling at the moment, that will come across um, when I'm reacting. So it's like whatever I'm feeling at the moment, I'm gonna be feeling that, and whatever you're gonna see with my reaction, then that will be my reaction to pretty much what I'm feeling at the moment. So, and am I going to be like, oh, sorry, should I have done that? No, because I will not, you know, apologize for feel something. Yes, it will just automatically come across, and it'll just show it, it'll just show it right there on my face as I'm feeling it. So yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much what I want to say. So I'm sorry if it went on for a little bit long. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this movie review. And I just wanted to give you an update about the other movie reviews I'll be doing on here, just certain ones that I would want to do, and just to give you an update of my reaction videos and what I could possibly do, which maybe I hope to do. So yeah, and I hope that you'll look forward to that because I actually do want to do that. So for more movie content and reactions and dreams, subscribe and click on the bell so you'll be notified when I upload. That's all for today, and I'll see you at the movies.